Okay, so when you think of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you probably think movie star, right? Action hero. But that's not the whole story. It's not even close. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the blueprint. We're talking about how he built this incredible, strategic, and just massive business empire. Let's just start with the headline number. Ready? $800 million. That's his approximate net worth. And you just don't get to a number like that from acting gigs alone. No way. That goes way, way beyond a Hollywood paycheck. So the big question is, where did all that come from? And listen, if your first thought is movies, you're really only seeing the tip of the iceberg. The real story, how he actually built that fortune, is so much smarter and honestly, way more interesting. To really get how he did it, you have to understand his whole philosophy. It all boils down to this really powerful, but actually pretty simple idea. It's all about one word: equity. And this right here, this is the heart of it all. He figured something out that a lot of people miss. You don't build real, lasting wealth just by trading your time for money. It doesn't matter how big the paycheck is. It's about building something that keeps working for you long after you've clocked out. So let's break that down. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got the paycheck model, right? You show up, you do the work, you get paid. Boom, the deal is done. But then there's the ownership model. This is where you don't just work for something, you own a piece of it. You have skin in the game. And that simple shift in thinking, that's the difference between just getting rich and building an actual empire. Okay, so that's the big idea, the philosophy. But how did he actually do it? Well, he basically created a playbook, a system that he could use over and over again. Let's walk through it.
And what's so wild is how simple this playbook looks on paper. It's just 4 steps. Step 1, capture attention. He's a master at this, obviously. Step 2, use that attention to launch stuff, to launch products. Step 3, and this is the real game changer, take ownership in those products. And why? Because that leads right to step 4. That ownership is what builds the real long-term wealth. All right, enough theory. Let's see how this actually works in the real world. Case study number 1, his ridiculously successful tequila brand. So this is where you really see his strategy in action. The typical celebrity move, you just license your name, right? Slap it on a bottle, collect a check, it's easy money. But that's not what The Rock did. No, he co-founded Terramana from the ground up. He took on the risk, sure, but it meant he got a huge slice of the equity. He owns a piece of the whole thing. So did that bet on ownership actually work? Oh yeah. By 2022, they were selling over 1 million cases a year. Think about that. That's not a one-off endorsement fee. That is a massive money-making machine that he helped build and now owns a piece of. And this playbook isn't a one-trick pony. He ran the exact same play with his Project Rock gear for Under Armour. Again, what's the normal deal? A celebrity gets a big check to wear some clothes. But The Rock's deal is way different. It's a true partnership, a deep collaboration, where he gets a cut of the revenue. That means every single time someone buys a Project Rock sneaker or a t-shirt, a little piece of that goes to him. It turns a simple endorsement into a constant stream of income. Okay, last example. And this one takes it back to his day job, to Hollywood. Let's talk about his production company, $7. This might be the biggest equity move of them all. See, most actors, even the biggest stars, are just hired help. But with $7 Productions, The Rock changed the game. He's not just the star in front of the camera, he's the creator, the producer, the owner behind the camera. Which means he gets a piece of everything. The box office, the streaming rights, you name it. Every single movie becomes another asset he owns. But hang on. All of this, the tequila, the gear, the movies, it all depends on that very first step in the playbook, right? Capturing attention. So where did he get so good at that? It all goes back to the beginning, back to the WWE. And here's the key thing to understand. He never saw wrestling as the end goal. For him, it was a platform. It was basically his lab for learning how to tell stories, how to build a huge, loyal fan base, how to connect with people. He built this massive attention machine in the ring, and then he just pointed it at Hollywood and everything else. So you take the mindset of ownership, you add that 4-step playbook, and you power it all with that attention machine he built, and what do you get? Well, you get the final result. He basically took that attention machine and upgraded it for the 21st century.
I mean, think about his social media. It's not just a place to post gym selfies, it is a massive global distribution channel. He can talk directly to hundreds of millions of people in an instant without needing any traditional ads or marketing. It's incredibly powerful.
And that really brings us to the core idea here. Look, lots of celebrities make a ton of money. They get rich. But what The Rock did is on a whole other level. He didn't just get rich. He built a machine. A system that is designed to create wealth on its own, over and over again. He didn't just earn his money, he engineered an engine to make it.
So after looking at all this, it kind of leaves you with one big question to ask yourself, right? In whatever you're doing, your job, your side hustle, your passion project, are you just building an income or are you thinking like The Rock and trying to build a machine?